What are the absolute worst items in Predecessor? Dread is a forgotten item, but let's see what does Dread do. 45 power, 8 pin, 35 magic armor. On receiving magical damage from a hero, block 20% of the magic damage for 3 seconds, and the ability Scourge, while Vital Shield is ready, gain 15 physical power. I would say this is forgotten, but it's not a bad item. For 2,900, if there's a lot of magical power on the team, you should put this on for any like offlaner or jungler. Kari said, my teammates. I mean, I can't disagree with that. You are right, teammates are the worst, but they're not all too bad. And you know, if the teammates are bad, that means you should totally, I don't know, fix matchmaking. So that you can get better teammates or competent teammates that are, around your skill level actually, and not, not around your skill level. But I digress. Building Quiver first card, it only complements other cards, and I can't help but agree. And when you're playing like Sparrow, who typically Sparrows use Quiver a lot, and so does Murdoch's, you need something else first. You need like Lightning Hawk, you need Sky Splitter, then you can go into Quiver and start doing some real damage. But going at first item is a big no-go. Randoms in solo and Berserker Zax, every person I've seen take that item first, whether on my team or the enemy, ends up falling way behind. Yeah, I don't know who you're playing with, but Berserker Zax is one of the best items, especially like first for like Gruxes and Chimeras. 40 power, 300 max health, 15 ability haste, 3 move speed. On dashing or leaping, empower your deck's basic attack within 3 seconds, and you slow the enemy. And when you cross the fog wall, you gain 15% movement speed. Yeah, Berserker Zax is not a bad item. It's actually, in my opinion, one of the best items for junglers. Teammates that give up easily and go AFK, I mean, I can't disagree with that. They are the worst, and you should report them. World Breaker. World Breaker, 40 magical power, 300 max health, 20 tenacity. With the ability called Fiend, on dealing magical damage to a hero, increases your magical damage dealt by 2% for 3 seconds, stacks up to 6 times. And the other ability is called Maya, or Maya, whatever. Okay, 5% of your health as magical power. Yeah, this is for tanks. This is for Sevarog. This is for Sevarog and Rictords. If you're using this on a mage, you're using it wrong, because you guys don't get like a lot of health, period. So the more health you have, the more power you get from World Breaker. It's not a bad item at all. Damn near anything from the assassin page of items, LMAO. Yeah, this is just wrong. I'm not gonna go deep into why it's wrong, it's just wrong. Legacy, the flat stats hold the item back. Legacy, 45 physical power, 40 magical armor, 10 ability haste, 20 tenacity. Probably like the most tenacity I've seen out of any card. Tenacious Bravery, 120-second cooldown. My goodness, on going below 40% health, self-cleanse gains CC immunity for 3 seconds. Yeah, I don't know about the 120 cooldown, with that cooldown, it's on the line of a crest. I think if you reduce the cooldown to like maybe like 60 seconds, maybe it'll be like a whole lot better. But for what it is, you don't even need to use Legacy. Just put on like actual like armor. Like there are armor and power cards that you can put on that will compensate for this card right here. But it's just the CC immunity for 3 seconds also that's pretty good. But like overall, yeah, Legacy's pretty meh if you ask me. Vanquisher, yeah, there's no way you're gonna tell me Vanquisher is one of the worst cards in the game, but I can just execute people. Like what? Anti-heal, because people still don't freaking use them. Ranchero, I feel like you play at a very high level. Are you telling me people aren't using Tainted in your high level games? That stupid cape that turns you invisible. How dare you talk about Echelon Cloak? 35 physical power, 20 attack speed, 250 max health, 10 ability haste. On standing still and unharmed for 2 seconds, become camouflage. Moving 800 units from this location, casting an ability or receiving damage ends the effect. While camouflage, gain 1% of your missing health and mana every second, increase your damage dealt by 8%, and last 3 seconds after exiting camouflage. This is actually the worst item in the game. While the stats are pretty good, it's the effect that makes it terrible. Like Echelon Cloak, at this point in the game, they won't take it out because of how much of a joke it is. Because if they did take it out, then we would all be like, oh, why'd you take out the best card in the game? Echelon Cloak is so good. But no one uses Echelon Cloak, okay? No one's using Echelon Cloak. It's just simple. If there's any items that I missed, leave it down below in this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.